America Close Up now, and tonight, one solution to teenage violence. We recently reported about the trouble in Tampa, Florida. NBC's Bob Dotson reports on an attempt to fix it.
Images hard to understand, hard to forget. Children as young as 12 charged with armed robbery, attempted murder, and carjacking. Every 5 minutes in this country, another child is arrested for a violent crime. Police in Tampa say 11 kids, none old enough for a high school yearbook picture, went on a spree and racked up 142 crimes. What made them do it?
A lot of my kids come in and say all the time, you know, Judge Johnson, I don't think I'm going to live to be 25, so I'm going to go for it now.
Rich or poor, regardless of color, the judge says they all have one thing in common.
Too many of our children are raising themselves.
How do you feel about that?
Making up their own rules with guns, often neglected even when arrested a half dozen times.
Get that out of me!
When I came aboard, we had roughly 1,000 kids on a waiting list waiting to go into programs. That waiting list now is down under 500.
But most are still sent home to wait. The threat of arrest has lost its sting.
This is different from the traditional gangster because they understood very clearly the consequences of committing crimes in public against children, women, or innocent bystanders.
What can we do to prevent such a crime spree? Florida is trying a bunch of tough new laws. First, schools are notified when students are arrested. That allows teachers to pinpoint troubled children early. Second, mentors are assigned to help juveniles when they first come before the judge. Third, if treatment programs don't work, Florida cancels them within 6 months.
Prevention is going to take time, but in the meantime, society, the community, has to be protected. Punishment must be swift, it must be certain.
Judges in Florida can now more easily transfer kids to adult court who keep committing crimes. Last year, Florida sent 5,000, twice as many as any other state. But it didn't stop the crime spree.
Most of the kids who get transferred to the adult system in this country get placed on probation.
Because of overcrowding. So, Florida is now creating an entirely new system where violent juvenile offenders must serve 18 months to 3 years.
How old are you? 16, sir.
It will be similar to this prison boot camp, but offer more than discipline.
Sounds good.
Teens will be linked with something they lack in their lives. Someone who acts like a stern but caring parent.
Why not reach out to that kid at an early age and be that surrogate parent or family and make a difference where you can?
While you can. Across the country, arrests for violent teen crimes are now at an all-time high. So other states will be watching as Florida opens the first of these new facilities next month. For America Close Up, Bob Dotson, NBC News, Tampa.
As we get ready to ring in the new year, we're also looking at some new laws. They regulate everything from clothing and haircuts to drunk driving and guns. Here's NBC's Joe Johns.
The new crop of laws reflects growing frustration and fear of crime and violence. In Florida, where several tourists were murdered, it will be illegal for anyone under 18 to have a gun, except for hunting or marksmanship practice. Oklahoma is cracking down on car window tinting. Police want to see who and what's in there. And in California, local school districts are now free to stop kids from wearing clothes that school officials consider gang wear. School